Hi, everybody. How are you all doing? Welcome to Sunday Sip and Chat. How's everybody doing? Listen to me. Christoph has developed this thing where it's a race to see who gets in the live stream first. And so I'm gonna make the announcements in a minute. But I want to welcome you all to the show. It's really awesome having you all here on this wonderful live overcast Sunday. A little cool. I think I heard that maybe a cold front we overdue, right? We are so overdue. There's a cold front, and then there's a system that sort of that we should keep our eyes on. We'll talk about that later in the week because we don't do hard news here on Sundays. Nuh-uh-uh. We don't do hard news. We don't do politics. We don't do coronavirus. We don't nothing. This is our time to just exhale, reset for the new week. We deal with that later in the week, starting Monday. But welcome to Sunday Sip and Chat, everybody. By the way, let me just give the honors already today. Netheria Roberts, hello, how are you? What you sipping? Christoph says that you are the first person on the live stream. So good afternoon to you. Please do share the live stream. Netheria, it's good to have you on. And also follow very, very closely. I mean, it was almost a tie. Like when Usain Bolt runs the 100-meter dash, and then they have to kind of like go slow motion and then do a picture to see exactly who did win. Okay, so you beat out Shenique.miller by this much. So Shenique.miller, a big good afternoon to you as well. And welcome both ladies to Sunday Sip and Chat. Get on there and start sharing. By the way, hi to everybody. What y'all sipping? Let me know where you're watching from so I can say hi to everybody. Also, let me know what you're sipping. Today, you're going to totally enjoy today's show. Hello to Lynn Johnson. Hello to Oralee Smith. Hello to Rhonda Adams. Hello to Nishka Curtis. Netheria, yeah, yes, absolutely. Bessie Roll, good afternoon to you, Bessie. Bessie, let me show you what I'm sipping. Absolutely, yes. The conversation team is not going to like this because they always tell me I need a wine glass. But I'm right here. Yeah, I'm here. Just a great day. I'm right here sipping on some matcha and some stuff. I'm going to ask my guests what they sipping. But this is so delicious. Really, really nice. And so I'm sipping on some matcha and some just super greens, a whole lot of goodness, getting my antioxidants in. Hello to, of course, Shenique.miller, Constance Richardson, Glenroy Smith. Good afternoon to you. Hello, Sharon Scott. And everybody else who is watching as you watch, come in. And also let me know what you're sipping. Let me know where you're watching from. And most important thing, share the live stream. Tag some women in here and tag their husbands as well. A woman, tag your husbands or your significant other. And guys, if you're watching, tag your significant other. Because today is going to be really, really super. I'll tell you what today is. Today is going to be a show that paves the way for other future conversations because I have a husband in Florida who is talking about women and menopause and desire and sexual desire and how that happens. And so we are certainly going to get into a little bit of that today. But we're going to talk to women in their 50s and over. You're going to get their ages. You're going to meet them. You're going to be very surprised. Women in their 50s and over who are living life, who are enjoying life, who are making new inroads for themselves, starting new careers, finding love, getting married, are married happily so, and doing a number of great things. And so women in their 50s and over say, listen, our lives aren't over. We are still sexual beings. We are still exciting. We are still enjoying life. We're still very, very happy. And so guess what? For us who aspire to look like them, be as energetic, be as energized and as happy. And when we get to our 50s and beyond, we certainly are taking notes today to hear from our wonderful, gorgeous ladies. And so welcome to Sunday Sip and Chat. Patricia, Claire, we want to see you a little bit better than that. I don't know what filter you have going on, but that looks nice. But certainly, of course, we want it right. We can see you a little bit better. And so, ladies, welcome to Sunday Sip and Chat. What is everybody sipping this afternoon?
Red wine.
Cheers, darling. Cheers, darling. What are you having? Coconut water with lemon. I've never had that mix. Okay, coconut water with lemon. Patricia, what are you sipping?
This is champagne.
Champagne. I'll tell you this. When you're in your 50s and over, you want a different level. Understand that, y'all. So don't be trying to act like a mature woman that need to go sit in the corner, because no, she does not. And so we will meet these ladies individually. Let's start right at the top. Shay, the way my screen is set up, you are clockwise first. So we will go with you, and then the lady with her wonderful shoulders showing, and then the lady who I need to put some light on. I need you to put some light on yourself, please,
I don't
madam.
know what to do.
I don't know what's happening, but we need to see you because we cannot see you. So we need to be able to see you. We can see a light behind you, but we can't see you. And
Okay.
so Shay, introduce yourself to us and welcome to Sunday Sip and Chat. And by the way, as we introduce, please tell us your ages.
Right.
Shenique, let me just start by saying this. You know I was not coming on this show if you was going to talk about numbers. But anyway,
I said, didn't I say we talking about ladies 60, I mean, not 60, 50 and over? Oh my, in their 50s and over? Oh Lord.
so let's just say I am 50 and over and feeling absolutely fabulous. Shay King, nutritionist, and I run a multi-dimensional lifestyle and eating brand. And yes, I'm 50 plus. That's it. That's all you get information.
That's all. Plus. Okay, absolutely. Madam, and yeah, and it's great to have you here because we have a lot to talk about. And my lady in the fuchsia, it looks fuchsia from what I can see.
It is fuchsia. It's pink. I'm representing the ladies for the month of October, the breast cancer this month. I'm Phyllis Garraway, and I am in my 60s. And they tell me the 60s is the new 30, but it's not the new anything. It's just a new chapter in your life. I'm 64 to be exact. And
you're 64?
Yes.
When I interviewed you last year, I think it was, or earlier this year, I thought you were 60. Oh, listen. And only because you told me so, not because of anything. Come back in, Phyllis, come right back in. By the way, lady, thank you, Phyllis. Thank you. If you get kicked out, come right back in. Come right back in.
Yes.
Okay, you're in. Yes, you are. Looking forward to hearing, because I know it's a lot to do with the attitude as well. It has a lot to do with everything that these ladies are going to tell us about today. And the lady who we can only see her silhouette, I'm not quite sure what's happening because I have been to her house. Her house is well lit. I don't quite understand what's happening here. Please introduce yourself.
I don't know why you can't see me. Hi, I'm Patricia Claire. I'm 59. And I feel like I'm 59.
59. Wow. And ladies, you know what it is? You know what, Patricia? It could be, I'm looking on a different setting with you and you are looking much better here. And so perhaps it is just this phone that I'm looking at so I can see you here. So that's important. Right. Listen, ladies, what is the secret? You are each in your 50s. One is in her 60s. Patricia's knocking on 60. What is the secret to maintaining this youthful vibrance that each of you are giving off this afternoon?
I can't hear the other ladies. So who's answering first?
Okay, you can't hear anyone, Phyllis?
I can only hear you.
Okay, what I want you to do, please. Okay, Patricia, can you hear everyone?
I can hear Phyllis.
Okay, okay. Okay, good. Phyllis, please come out. You come out and come right back into the same link because I want you to hear everyone. Okay, so Shay, let's go with you. What is the secret to maintaining this youthfulness? It's not that you're trying to act like you're 20 or be 20 anymore. You're happy for where you are, but what keeps you vibrant and energetic and youthful?
I think one of the things, Shenique, that works for me is I'm always around young people. When it comes to my thought process, how I feel, how I act, a lot of people say that I act young. And I think it's just because of how I feel. I feel vibrant. I feel energetic. And so I guess I send that message off. But it really has a lot to do with, Shenique, with how you think, how you carry yourself, and how you take care of yourself internally starting and then outwardly emotionally.
Okay. Patricia, your thoughts on what keeps you at 59 smiling and just enjoying and living life?
Well, Shenique, even though the age say 59, I really don't feel 59. I exercise every morning. I run about 4 miles. I eat well. I try to stay with the young, like Shay say. They keep you looking young as well. I have 2 beautiful young grandsons that keep me running and happy. So yeah, it's all about taking care of yourself.
And Phyllis, madam, at 64, somebody said, because I posted you ladies don't know this. I had you on the conversations page all day, and you all should see the comments about each of you. And so perhaps after the show, you would want to go and look. And people, Phyllis, of course, you know you from modeling and dancing and hosting events. And these are activities you participate in to this day.
Right. But it's like they said, it's about keeping yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically fit, of course. And the most important is to become in contact with your spiritual teaching. That helps you to grow and become and accomplish exactly what you want to become and accomplish what you have set out at this age. Because you've already experienced your 20s, 30s, 40s, so you know what you want. So it's a mind thing. You have to adjust and just, concentrate on that spiritual teaching, and that will lead you in the right way. Once you are connected to God, there's nothing you cannot conquer.
This is it sounds really, really super. Ladies, I want to get into a little sticky area before we move on. A husband in the United States, and it begs a bigger conversation on this topic, but I want to ask you ladies, because you ladies are at different points in your lives, in your mature lives, and who is married in the bunch?
All of us. I am.
Okay, who is open to new love?
I am.
Okay, open to new love.
With your partner,
Patricia is open to new love. I asked that because, and Phyllis, you and I talked about this, and I think the other ladies know this person as well, a former Miss Bahamas, right here in the Bahamas, at 63 years old, just got married remarried a few days ago. She lost her husband some years ago, and she's newly remarried. There's a model in the United States in 53, Cynthia Bailey, was just remarried a few days, perhaps a week ago now. She was just remarried. And so women in their 50s are living and loving and being wives and performing in the bedroom, etc. So this husband in the United States has an issue with women and menopause and desire. And so, ladies, how do you be wives in the biblical sense with your husband as you age, as your body changes, as your body has different experiences? What role does sex play at this stage in your lives?
Well, Shenique, I can I can start a little bit with that. Listen, I want to thank the guy so much for his question, because let me tell you, you hear a lot of men talk about this, particularly with women, mature women that go through menopause, and how their desire is affected. And the fact of the matter is, we don't have a lot of women talking about it, because I feel like a lot of women don't necessarily understand, or they're just grappling with the idea of what happened when the body goes through menopause. It's not just a physical change, but it's also an emotional change as well. And I think we get lost somewhere in the shuffle when it comes to men, because we don't quite understand. And until we get to a point where we can understand, then we will be able to communicate it more to our mate. But let me tell you what I've learned that is most important when it comes to menopause. Sometimes women think that they are undesired or undesirable. Speaking to men, it's just the opposite. Men don't see you as undesirable, or they don't see you as anything different. As a matter of fact, they see you in a place of maturity, and they are drawn to you more. I think once we can get past that idea, Shenique, of feeling undesirable, I think that's just the beginning of being able to open up ourselves really fully to our mate, because the things that we are concerned about, they're not really concerned about. They're just concerned about connecting in that relationship with that spouse. So I really appreciate that question.
So a man isn't necessarily, a husband, a potential mate isn't necessarily saying, man, this woman in her 50s, or she's 60, or she mid 50s, mid 60s, whatever. Phyllis, go ahead, Phyllis.
Well, age is only a number, like they say, and it's a natural thing. We all have to go through that. And menopause, everybody will experience it. But some of us will experience it differently. Some of us will have the hot flashes. Some of us will become miserable. Some of us don't want to be touched or anything. But nothing should change. Once you exercise the body, exercise your mind, be confident in everything that you do. Nothing should change between you and your husband. But he has to be a man that you can be open to. You can speak to and tell him what you want and what you don't want and how you're feeling. And once he knows these things, he knows how to approach you. So a man has to learn how to feel for a woman, especially when she's in her 50s or 60s and going through these changes in her body. Your body will change. You'll not be the 25-year-old with the sexy boobs and the sexy waistline and the up hips or whatever.
Well,
Everything will change, but you still got to be confident about it. When you look in the mirror, you say, yeah, I'm still hot. I'm still here. Some women don't make it to 50 or 60. Here we
because
are, we're
you're
here,
blessed. Yeah.
and we are blessed, and we are hot to trot. So you treat us right, baby doll, and we're ready to hit the sack with you anytime.
Listen, oh wait a minute. See Phyllis, because Phyllis, I don't know if you know, but on the conversation slash sip and chat, I tend to go there. And so Phyllis, let's just ask you. Now you can go as far as you want to. Don't let me set you up. However, as a woman in her mid 60s, you still enjoy sexual relations and pleasures with your husband.
Of course I do. What do you mean? I'm a woman. I want to be loved. I want to be looked at and say I'm beautiful. I want to experience things with him until I die. And so he knows my body. He knows my wants. I know his wants. Or we're learning, we're experiencing new things every day. Because as you get older, you realize certain things you don't want to do and certain things you want to experience and find out. Well, what is this all about? So, if you want to have your toys, go right ahead. If it's just your man who you know who's going to please you, you don't need any toys, well, that's fine. But you cannot just lay there and expect him to come on to you. You have to come on to him too. That's your man. That ain't nobody else, man. That's your things. So you tell him what you want, and if you want to jump, you jump. What the hell? That's what everybody's doing these days. Life is what
Yep.
you make it, and you have to make yourself happy. Nobody
You
is in
have
charge
to.
of you but you. You know what I mean? You have to have the right attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. And if you want to go higher, baby, you soar with him. Soar like an eagle and get exactly what you want and what you expect. Don't anybody sit and say, oh, you can't do that. You're 60 years old. You're not supposed to be doing this or that. They can't tell me what my body's all about. I know my
Good.
body. And you have to know yourself. Confidence is the key. Communication is the key.
Mm-hmm,
Openness is the key. Be willing
mm-hmm,
to try new things is the key. You have to keep that marriage or that relationship in a honest relationship. You have to be open about everything, not shy and say, oh, I'm not going to tell him this, or I'm scared to do this. You got to
mm-hmm,
be
mm-hmm.
open, baby doll. And because if he don't get it here, he can get it somewhere else.
Wow, ladies, I hope you all heard that. Ladies, by the way, you all, whoever's on the live stream, it's so good to see you all. Please grab something and sip on it because these ladies are sipping their wine, they're sipping their coconut water. I'm sipping my drink on beside me. Get something cool and sip because this is a mature adult woman conversation. And these women are saying, listen, 50s and over, life doesn't stop. In fact, life just begins if you know exactly what you're doing and how to live it. And for example, Patricia, Phyllis says, listen, no, 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 no. At 64 years old, which is where she's at and married, you can still enjoy, have sex, initiate sex with your husband. You can still be feminine. You can still be lovable, the beautiful, bubbly personality. And I'll tell you something with you before I let you respond, Patricia. I'll tell you what a younger guy said to me about you. And he is, I don't even know if he's 21. If he is, then he is just 21. He said, man like woman like Patricia, I said, huh? I said, why? He said, look at her. She's always smiling. She's always happy and welcoming. This is what, and this boy must have been 19 when he told me this. So perhaps he's about 20 now. He's in college. And this is what he said to me about you. So Patricia, talk about the very intentional attitude of yours to do just what he said. Always be smiling, always be appealing to yourself, to your mate. You in the market to be remarried, well, to be remarried, and just to be this woman in the business arena, that's welcoming and a player.
Well, a player. I know, but not
a player in the business arena, as a part of life.
So
you know,
Shenique, I am, as you can, I'm always smiling. Yes, I understand now. I'm always smiling because, for me, smile for me makes people feel welcome. They make you feel approachable. And so I'm always smiling, even though I may be having a bad day. I try to keep a smile on my face. And yes, I think for the most part, I am 59, but I can tell you, most of the men that really make advances at me are in their late 40s, 35. Sometimes I have to say, boy, your mother. And they'll be like, so I don't have an age per se bracket to have a relationship with someone. I've just ended up, but not ended, a relationship of mine that I was in for the past 4.5 years, 5 years. He has now passed on. So that's what makes me marketable now. I'm on the market, but I'm not searching like that. I'm taking care of myself, loving myself. I do everything for myself. I love myself. That's why I go out and I run. I buy me something nice. I keep doing it because you have to show yourself first to people. Let them see, well, okay, I taking care of me. So anything that comes into my life now, I'm going to be able to take care of them.
Yes, have to add to that. And the ladies who are single, the two ladies who are in their 50s who are single, what is it that, are you open to younger men? What are you looking for at this point in your life, now that you know better, now that you have a bit more experience, now that you have been around the block here or there, and perhaps even have adult children? What is it that you are open to, just won't even consider? Tell us that. Tell us about where you are now in terms of love.
Well, Shenique, one of the things I can tell you from me is that I am so open. I am OPEN in my mindset, and just the age bracket of men. Because what I find is the younger men are the men that are mostly attracted to myself. The younger men I find are the men that will ask you your name and ask you out on a date. And so the thing is, before I was really close to the idea of dating a younger man, but now I'm really open. I'm open not only to dating a younger man, but
wow, what a shift for you. What a shift. Yeah, my God, that's a shift.
A true shift. But the thing is,
Phyllis, I know all of y'all. I know y'all well.
I love it.
As you live, you learn. And what I recognize is sometimes it has nothing really to do with the man's age, but more importantly, where he is in his life, whether he understands himself as a person, he's matured, he's been exposed and traveled, and he really truly feels and understand how to treat and to respect a woman, a mature woman. And so I'm really open when it comes to relationships.
Patricia, how about you?
I'm open as well. There's no perfect man that I'm looking for. Like Shay say, your maturity level really counts for me. You could be 40 and you can have a maturity level of a 55, 60-year-old person. So if you're matured, you understand what a woman needs of my stature, because I'm not going to take you because you're available. You have to you have to be a certain level. And so if you're matured enough to say, well, okay, I see her there. She's matured. She got her own stuff going. I think I can make this work with her. I am open for that. I don't have no age bracket. She is OPEN. I am capital OPEN.
Now let's talk about body image and stuff. Like I said, I know the three of you. I know that, and the three of you are into fitness. I see Phyllis, particularly you and I, who live in the same area. We see each other exercising often. I'll tell you something. At 63, Phyllis, have you had work done?
No work at all. Everything's natural and natural.
Phyllis, Phyllis, yes,
I'm listening.
Your breasts, your breast right here. Your breast naturally right here. No, listen, ladies, I tell you, Phyllis' breast higher than mine. Like, what's going on?
That's
Phyllis'
right.
breast.
You take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. That's the number one code to do anything. Once you take care of your body from a young age, I'm talking to these young girls. These young girls are 20 and 25.
Tell the young girls, because a lot of these young girls flipping, they weathered.
You have to learn to
wait a minute, you have to learn to do what?
You have to learn to do bath. You have to do upward strokes with your breath.
Yes.
Down with your hips. You know, everything you want to say, up there, down
Phyllis, Phyllis,
Everything
break that
you touch
down.
your
Hold
body.
on, because your backside is also standing up.
Not fair,
Slow that
very
down.
wrong.
Slow that down a little bit. What do you do with your breasts again?
You have to make everything perky, perky. You have to, when you rub them, you push up and you roll, because now you still have to check everything every day. You know that, to make sure there are no lumps or
Everything
bumps
is
or
still
anything.
right.
But once
Yeah.
you oil your body, you exercise, and you keep in your mind that I am youthful, I am
I am
beautiful. You
youthful.
have
I
to
am
think
young.
positive. Right. You have to
Yes.
think positive. And
And speak
everything you
it. And
do,
speak it. Yes.
and speak it. That's right. The word is there. Once you take care of yourself, like I say, mentally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally,
Yes.
when you're down and out, your body becomes down and out. You become a big
Mhm.
psych, you know. But once you're upbeat, like this young lady here who's smiling all the time, the fellas like that smile. A smile goes a long way.
Yes.
Even when you're
Mm-hmm.
feeling down and out, but when you have a bad day, right? You
Mhm.
leave that behind you. You pick up, you get dressed up. Once
Yes.
you dress up, you feel good. When you feel good, you
Yes.
look good. And once you look good, you can conquer anything. So that is the attitude you have to have.
Yeah.
Exercise is the key. Eating properly is the key. Eating before a certain hour is the key. You
Mhm.
cannot go there
Mm-hmm.
eating all the greasy foods and thinking that, and all the starches that are going to look good. Mind you, all of us do that every now and then. We have a little starch, a little ice cream or whatever. But you have to know how to keep it in moderation. You have to know
Yes.
that this is not what I should do all the time. You have to eat 5 small meals a day: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 2 little snacks if you want to. I'm a diabetic. I've been a diabetic all my life. I take insulin 4 times a day.
Wow.
Diabetes does not have me. I have the diabetes. And you have to be in
Mhm.
control. As long as you're alive, you are in control. And once you're in
Yes.
control, you don't worry about no age thing with these little guys coming around. Age is only a number. You know what? You will be happy with the person that you choose because you're in charge of
Yes.
yourself. You don't need him to light your fire. You have your own matches. Light
Really?
your matches, baby girl, and be on fire all the time. You're hot, ready to burn, so burn, baby, burn. You keep that fella interested at all times. Don't let him go
Mhm.
there and look at anybody else. Mind you, the girl, he'd be looking at me, look better than you, but you say, huh, something wrong with her. You know, but you say, it's me, baby. It's all about me. Keep him
Mm-hmm.
focused on you. Make him laugh. I mean, we go arouse sometimes and carry on like
Mm-hmm.
hell and be silly, but we have to
Mm-hmm.
remember the true saying that everybody tells you: do not let the sun go down with you being angry. If you look
Mm-hmm.
still angry, just look at him and say, "Mwah, I could finish this in the morning," you know? But you
Oh,
have to
okay.
you have to
Mm-hmm.
go to bed. So if you go to bed angry, you don't sleep good. Then you wake up the next day,
No.
No.
you're still
No.
miserable. And when you wake up miserable, you're ugly. Ugly comes from inside.
Inside,
Yes,
You
it
can be
does.
beautiful
ma'am.
out here, beautiful face, beautiful body, but once you have that ugliness inside there, you're ugly. Remember that.
Well,
So be
listen,
beautiful
ladies.
on inside and out.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ladies, I hope you all are listening. Everybody on the live stream, we are being schooled today because
Mhm.
it's important. It's important, you know why, to listen to these ladies because they have done more than we have in terms of the fact that they've lived longer. And so they're
It
giving good,
is.
solid, sound advice. You can be happily married in your 60s. You can have a good sexual relationship with your husband in your 60s. This is proof right here today in the show. You can look healthy. You can look 10, 20 years younger than you actually are, that as these ladies are showing us with attitude, exercise, etc. Let's go. Let's hear from you in terms of Phyllis says, how do you when you're oiling your breasts or moisturizing whatever your skin? She said, stroke up with the breasts. What did you say with the hips again?
Rub around. You rub around and you lift as you go. You rub around. Remember, everything you need is inside of you. Everything that you
Everything.
need,
Yeah.
spiritually, emotionally, mentally, is
Everything.
inside of you. You can conquer whatever you need to conquer in any
Yes.
relationship. And if the relationship is bad, nobody has to tell you it's bad. You
You
can
know
feel
it.
it. Get
Mhm.
out. Do not stay
Mhm.
in. Get out
Mhm.
fast. Do not let anybody think you love them more than you love yourself. Remember that, because when they find out you love them more, they will take advantage of you. So,
Wow.
ladies, as we get older, we age. Of course, we age, but we get more experience, so we know what to expect. In some cases, some things we have to figure out a little bit here and there. Sometimes we do misstep, but then we get right back in step. You have to get back in step.
Mhm.
You young ones in your 40s and 50s, you still have life is still there. Life never stops until God takes that breath away. So no matter how old, you can be in your 70s and enjoy your sex if
That's
you want
right.
to,
That's
and be
right.
married and have a wonderful life. but it's
Yes.
all working together. Communication is the key. That's all it takes. Once you can communicate with that person, you can go places with that person. But you have to
Yes.
be open. You can't hide and do anything on the slide. If you have to hide to do it, then you know you shouldn't be doing it at all, right? So think about that.
Shaking, what are some of your anti-aging, keeping your body, your skin, that kind of thing, tight, firm, lifted? Shay, can you hear me?
No, I'm reading your lips. You're calling my name, right, Shanique?
Yes, I am. Okay, if you can't hear me, you come out and come right back in. Let's go to Patricia. I hope Patricia can hear me. Patricia, what are some of your secrets to keep your skin, your body parts, yourself tight, firm, lifted, toned, anti-aging secrets?
Well, same thing that Phyllis say. The way you rub your body and push it up really helps a lot. When I'm in the shower, the same thing that she said, I always lift my breasts up, lift it up and try to keep it punks up. My hip part, that's a new method for me because I used to always do the down rub, but now I'm going to do the lift rub.
Well, child, I wish
Yes.
y'all could have demonstrate how you rub on your hips and stuff.
I have a big hip, so I have to do a lot of rubbing.
Yeah. Rub around,
But
rub
no,
around. And
Shanique,
wear your
yes.
bras.
In circular motions, you're saying, because this we in class right now today. We in class this afternoon.
Yeah.
No, and Shanique, for real. And you know, my arms, when I run, when I finish running, I run with a band around my arms to get my arms firm. So I keep rubbing my arms. Yes, because I know you got to get this. So I tell you, if you want to keep yourself in shape when you're exercising, always keep your arms. If you look at my arms, I almost look like a six-pack girl. I keep that.
Like Michelle Obama's arms are.
Yeah.
I saw you once or twice when you came from your running area, Patricia. I know that you are very, very committed to that, the running and doing and pushing yourself. I know that.
I'm on the market, so I have to be marketable.
Listen, y'all in your 20s and 30s, I hope you're listening to these women and your 40s. The women say they on the market, they're marketable, and they mean that. And they know how they look. They feel great. They feel wonderful. Shay, pick it up. I asked them, of course, you know, there's some of their secrets, some of the things they do to maintain their youthfulness.
Yeah, the ladies are absolutely right. Shanique, I remember from a young girl in my early 20s, I paid so much attention to my skin. I paid a lot of attention to how I smell. I was taught very early on to take care of yourself. When it comes to cosmetic, when it comes to anything that you put on your skin, it cannot be cheap. You can wear cheap shoes for a couple of hours, but you can't put cheap stuff on your skin. I don't use anything that has sulfates or dyes or colors or irritant. I would always use something natural, and it pays off. When you see a woman looks the way she looks, she's intentionally taking care of herself. I'm exercising every day, Shanique. Sometimes it's 5 days out of the week. I eat well. I'm always hydrated. I stay happy. I'm around people that are constantly happy. But it's
I want to talk about happiness after we finish this topic. But go ahead, Shay.
Yeah, it's an intentional effort every day. When I wake up, the first thing I do is I look up and I said, God, I just give you praise, you know. And then again, I go into the mirror, make sure everything right there, tuck and tight, you know. And then immediately, I've learned some things over the years. I don't go to bed with makeup on. I always wash my face. Even sometimes, if I don't take a shower, I will wash my face. I hydrate. I'm always taking care of my skin, my fingers.
What are for example, so what are some of the things that you would use on your skin? And the ladies, you all need to share this too. Because I know, for example, Shay, my woman on the live feed, and men, but the women need to know that you are a proponent of coconut oil on the skin and stuff like that. And I know each lady has their own thing. And so give some examples of what you would use.
Shanique, for me, my go-to is shea butter and coconut oil. But over the last 10 years, I've gone to jojoba oil because it has a richness with it, and you can use it at nighttime, daytime. You can use it on the skin and the hair because my hair is natural. And so I like the fact that whatever I can use on my skin, I can use on my hair. But my secret to this is, Shanique, is what I do is I oversaturate. I know when we were younger, we would strip our skin and make sure it's nice and dry before we go to bed. Now I've learned is you do just the opposite. I would look like a grease spot at nighttime, but I'm making sure using things that the skin can absorb. So you don't want to use Vaseline on your skin. You want to use things like coconut oil, shea butter, avocado oil. These are the things that you want to use in your skin, and just pure, raw, unadulterated ingredients.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of people cannot use certain things. So what's good for you may not be good for the other person. You know, once you wash your face clean with warm water, as warm as you can take it, you open the pores so everything come out. Then you have to close it by splashing the cold water on your face.
Yes.
This is all skincare, and you have to do that. You have to take your makeup off every night, because if you don't, you tend to get more wrinkles than necessary. But
ladies, I hope you heard that. I don't care how tired you are. The ladies are saying clean your face, clean your face.
You have to do that every night and every
Yeah, and
morning.
some people
If you're not
resort
working,
to using their.
yeah, but
Go ahead,
it's
Phyllis.
COVID time now, so we don't have to wear makeup all the time. We only dress up today because we got a chance to dress up. Otherwise, everything's sitting in the closet. Everybody's sitting on the bed. We only putting the coconut oil on our face or whatever, and that's it. But you know what? Another important thing is too, Shenique, with keeping fit and looking good and looking young and feeling youthful. You have to wear the proper undergarments too. Underwear is very important.
Underwear.
Wearing on the top, and you know what? You have
Who's guilty? Who's guilty?
Why? You know, and if you're wearing a G-string, make
Who's
sure
guilty with the wrong undergarments?
Yes, undergarment is very, very important. Know that's what keep the breasts up too. You have to wear the good bra.
My God, what kind of bra we could use?
Don't sleep in your bra though. Don't sleep in your bra. Let your boobs breathe. Of course, but in the daytime, if you have big boobs like me, you have to wear the broad strap to keep them up perky at attention. You know what I mean? You can't have nothing drooping down, falling down, looking down, north, south, whatever. You want to be up there all the time, and you also have to wear the right panties. Remember, if you're wearing a black bra, you wear black panties, pink, green, green, blue.
Oh, I like that. So Phyllis, I like that. Wait a minute, Phyllis. Preach to us, and I want the three of you too. But Phyllis, she has the mic at the moment. Preach to us about when you matching, even if it isn't the set, but like the same color, you just feel better. You feel better because underneath you good.
Yeah, because if you fall down the road and your clothes were raised up, like you say, look at Miss Miller daughter with a wholly no good panties and mixed matching. People are going to talk about you. When you dead, you aren't here playing cute as if you can't kill a fly and you can't walk and you so cute. When you dead, they're going to look under you, and look at you and laugh at you. So make sure.
And in addition to that too, Shenique, it also helps too. In addition to that too, it also helps too when it comes to feeling sexy, that desire for your mate. Because when he sees you take off your clothes and he sees the attention that you put into making sure that the underwear looks good and it feels good, that also builds desire for your mate as well. So it has a double benefit.
Right.
And you put on your
you don't have to be totally fit. You could be if you put on the right undergarment to sort of massage the body. You look good when you put on your clothes. The clothes fall better and everything falls. I hate to see women walking with a nice flowing dress, and then I could see all the panty lines and stuff. That is awful.
Oh my God! Listen how they talking, Lord. I tell you, help.
You have to be smooth.
No, because I need that lesson. I need that lesson. That run the same panty line lesson. Me.
Yeah, but don't wear those bikinis under your stomach. Don't wear the bikinis under your stomach.
What you said, Phyllis? What you saying?
Do not wear the bikinis under the stomach when you're in your 50s. When you turn 50, you wear the high waist. Even with the G-strings, you wear the high waist. When you wear those panties under your stomach becomes a belly. So you make sure you hold everything in. So everything should be in and in place and tucked just right. So when you wear that G-string in the back and that line goes down, you should see juicy hips. That's what you should see.
Yeah,
like you say, the dress should be flowing. But you have to remember now, wear the high cuts. If you want to look sexy and you want to wear full panties, make sure it has a high cut around the leg, a French cut, and then you can still be sexy. Before you put on your dress and you're with your fellow or you're with your husband or whatever, put on your high heels and parade around in your underwear alone. G-string and bra and say, hey, baby, I'm still looking good. It makes you feel good.
It makes you feel good.
Confidence. And they look at you and say, you're sexy. Yeah? You want to hear those things. I don't care how beautiful you are, how good you look. You want to hear your man say, you are beautiful. Other people out there tell you all the time, oh, you're so beautiful, you look so good. You don't want to hear it from them. You want to hear it from the one you love.
From that one, yes.
So teach him
from that one. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Welcome to Sunday Sip and Chat for those of you who are just joining the
Okay.
live show today. Of course, today is Sunday. We unwind, we relax, we reset for the week
Yes.
ahead, and we kind of take our minds off everything else and we focus on us, whether it's a relationship topic, whether it's an empowerment topic, whatever it is. Well, today these ladies are schooling us, and I think all of the above. But they're each successful in their own right, business owners, trendsetters. You know many of them in the society in their various spheres. They have been pretty much active and very influential for quite a number of years, each of them. And they are talking today quite openly. In fact, the conversation team just told me that everybody is enjoying the show and they're enjoying your honesty, how open you are today. So thank you, conversation team, for that. Thank you very much, everybody who is streaming live also. Please do share the live stream, tag several people in here, because this kind of lesson we all need. We see in the Bahamas, women have a feeling that when they perhaps over 40 something, I don't know, or maybe 50
yes.
something,
Oh,
then
yeah.
they need to go sit down with the old house dress on and that's it. That's
No,
it.
darling.
These ladies are
Uh-uh.
So,
redefining that. These ladies are active and they in fact two of them are open to love and being married. And so the thing, I know, right? See me, listen, you all pay me when you all get these rings. Thank God, praise him. Pay me because I putting you all out there. Two of the ladies are open, and of course they are successful women, so they ain't just looking for Tyrone. Don't come there talking about, can I
No,
borrow your car? And
What I
don't do
want
that.
to say, what I
Yes,
want to
Phyllis.
you
say
can't
to
drive
these
my car.
ladies,
You
No.
can't drive my car.
just take your
Uh-uh.
time. You're in no rush. When it's your time, it's your
Yeah.
time. So give,
absolutely.
you
Yes.
pray, and you pray to God. You ask God for
Yeah.
exactly what you want. You want him to be rich. You want him to be handsome. You want him to be slim. You want him to be tall. Whatever you want, you ask. Don't go to him and say, "Well, he
Mhm.
don't have to be that rich." No, you want him to be rich. You want him to have his own
Yes,
car,
praise
his
God. Ain't
own
nothing wrong
boat,
with
his
that.
own
Yes.
plane, his own business, his own money. You want him to have
Yes.
everything to take care of you. Ask God for exactly what you want, because that is what you're going to get. When you pray and you pray
Yes.
earnestly and you say to
Mhm.
him, lead me in the right direction, you will go. But don't just pick him
Leave
when he come
me.
along, because you have some devils that come around that look good. They look good
Yes. And
in
have
the
all those
secret
other things
clothing.
too
Mind
that
But
you
there's a lot of
mentioned. Yes.
wolves.
Yes.
Right.
I
So
have,
ask him for
ladies,
mind
exactly
that
what you
desperate.
want.
I have a question.
Yes.
In fact, let me get a few comments, please. And please forgive me. I know you all are enjoying it, so you don't mind so much, but let me just get a couple comments and questions. Lynn Morwell says, excellent show. Ann Pickles Johnson says, so along with the high waist, high cut panties, what kind of material is best for underwear? Because I have been stuck in the boy short era for a minute, and I know that's
Yeah.
perhaps not the best,
It
not
can
the
be,
best style.
you don't want to wear the silk and the satin. You want something with a cotton lining, the cotton
Breathable.
seat, because those
Mhm.
other kinds of underwear with the silk and the satin that are sexy and look good, they pull an odor out of you. And if you
It
could
does.
smell you, somebody else is smelling you. So your
Mm-hmm.
panties or your underwear should always have a cotton lining. We live in a
Line.
climate that's hot. We're not is not conducive to wearing the silk and the satin because it's smooth and it feels good. No, your underwear can be that lycra type material that holds you as you move anyway. But the seat or the of the panty should
Should be
always be
cotton.
cotton. Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
because it allows
Because
you to
Shanique,
breathe.
Yeah.
there are some more higher end lingerie, especially during our colder months, that you can wear that is satin, but they always make the same cotton, so that's
Right.
absolutely fine when it's colder.
Right.
Okay.
That's fine. Once it has
Yeah.
that cotton lining, you're good to go. If not,
Yeah.
the other types of lining tend to pull an odor out of you. The
Yeah.
scent
What you
And
mean?
smell is important.
and once you have to, if you're going to be wearing sexy underwear, then you have to have that bikini area shaved properly or waxed
Oh,
Phyllis,
properly. You
Phyllis,
can't
preach the
have no
gospel, preach
afros
Hey.
it.
down there. No
Hold on, what you say,
afros.
Phyllis? Slow down, Phyllis. Slow down a little bit. Hold on.
You have a
So you are
moisture down there.
saying, you are saying with our bikinis or boy short,
Sexy
whatever
wax
underwear.
style
that
the
back.
panty is,
Yeah.
Wax it.
make sure you are clean
Right,
downstairs.
you have to wax. You have
Yes.
to, some of
Wax.
us can't shave because we get the shaving bumps, and those shaving bumps are awful. If you want to be sexy, you have to make sure it's smooth down there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you use some sort of depilatory cream, the Neat, the
Yeah.
Nair, whatever suits your body, try it out. But the wax, I can't take the wax, and I'd scream my head off. But some
No, you
people are
just
good with the waxing.
all you have to do is bite your hand.
Well, I'll bite my hand off.
Right
But
on.
The
the
things
waxing
women
makes
go
it the
through.
best. So ladies, teach your
I
young
know
girls
when they
now.
watch this.
Yeah, you have to teach your young girls now. You want to wear a swimsuit, you want to wear sexy underwear. You can't have no afros down there. You have to have the right
No,
look down
darling.
there. Yes, you have to learn. This is all natural. Your mothers tell you this, your grandmothers. I'm telling you now, so you're laughing, but you're going to go home
Yes,
and do it, I bet. Because
yes,
you
of
go
Yeah.
looking
course.
for a sexy young fella, right? And the young
Yes.
fellas want you to be sexy and clean and neat. Woo!
Yes.
Lean, clean, and serene. That's what it's
Yes.
all
Praise him.
about.
Uh-huh.
And once you clean all over, honey child, nobody can touch you. What did I say? When you
And
look
you
good, you
feel, and
feel
yeah,
good.
I was about to say, you
Yeah.
feel good. You feel good when you're free. When you're free, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Nothing to make
Nothing
things
holding you down.
cumbersome.
No,
Mm. Let
no.
me get to some more comments. By the way, my special guest this afternoon, Phyllis Aubrey Garraway, Charlene King, and also Patricia Clare. These ladies are successful in their own right. Each of them, they do different things in the community, but you guys know them. And they have been trendsetters in business and fashion and in health, just for decades, really. The ladies are in their 50s and over. They are happily married. They are open. They are open. They have good sex lives. Yes, they have sex. That's right. Their husband. In fact, you heard the married lady on the panel said, "Listen, don't wait for your husband to say,
I'm not.
hey, babe, you hello, hi, babe. No,
If you
no,
You in the
no.
ready,
mood? You in
Sometimes,
the mood?
sometimes
no,
you
I
take
ready.
over.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yes.
sometimes you take over, even with your mature self. Yes, you take over.
Yes.
They talk about
Mhm.
loving your body and not just loving the fact that you put on 1,000,000 and figure he should love that. No, take care of yourself. These ladies are really schooling us, whether you are in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. These ladies are schooling us. Every woman can learn from, take this advice and understand though, because sometimes a man, or maybe we do it to ourselves, maybe men don't do it because according to what you all are saying and what men tell you all, men ain't necessarily caught up in your age. It's
Mm-mm.
how
They're not.
you present
Mm-mm.
yourself and how you look
Mhm.
and all of that, your mindset, all of it, that they take cues from you. And
Yes.
so today, this is what the ladies are saying. Let me get a few more comments and then I'll let the ladies continue. Um, Ishka Johnson, it says, listen, she telling people, get your pen and paper. Let's come. We in class today. Get your pen and paper. Take notes. Take notes. Yeah, ladies, we have to be respectful of our men. You know what I mean? Like, don't just show up and figure he should, because you show up and you there. He should no do some stuff. Let's ladies, when it comes, and every woman has cellulite. We know that. My God, I don't know who
Oh,
doesn't.
Jesus.
But how can
Listen.
what can you do then to even address that? Because a woman does feel more self-conscious about her body and appearance than say a man does. A man could doggone look like he got I don't know what, and he figure he is all that. What can
Yeah.
you do about cellulite and that kind of thing, particularly when you want to be intimate with your husband?
You have to
So, Shanique, let
exercise.
me say this.
Exercise helps a lot.
I
Hey,
love it.
right? Exercise helps a lot. Once you exercise,
Yes.
and like I say, do the upward strokes with your body and do it hard with the lotion and the oil. Oil your body, lotion your bodies, upward strokes, do everything. Round strokes if you have to on the hips and everywhere. But that helps the cellulite, because you notice sometimes when you exercise and you drink a lot of water and you eat properly that day, your skin looks so smooth you can't believe it.
Mhm.
Not a
Yeah.
cellulite in
Yes,
sight.
it does.
So it's you're up to you. You have to do it. Just drink the water. They say you should drink 8 glasses of water a day. At least try to get to 4. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
try to if you only walk for 15 minutes, that's good.
Do
Walk.
it.
Get a
Yes.
little perspiration
Something.
going there.
Something.
Right.
Yes.
And that helps the
Also, Shanique,
cellulite a
too.
lot.
Also, too, is fasting actually helps with cellulite. I know
Fasting.
we have never
Yes.
thought about it on the traditional way, but when you do intermittent fasting or full 24-hour water fasting, it really helps to reduce cellulite and that appearance of, the lumps and
Wow.
bumps into the skin. But let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you something I also learned additionally, Shanique. As women, we have to get past that feeling of undesirable because men are not thinking about our cellulite. It's our self-conscious behavior and thought process. Men are not thinking about it. It is the last thing that men think of and see when they want to be intimate with their mate. And so we have to get past to the point where we're thinking about just committing ourselves to the relationship and making sure that our mate is satisfied sexually. We have to put ourselves out here mentally and get past of how we look. because it's more about how you feel.
How you
And
feel.
that actually attracts the
Yes.
man and it brings him in. It's more about how you feel. Because the thing is, every woman is not going to be us today who exercise and take care of ourselves. But for those women who do have cellulite, you can still maintain and have a good sex life even with cellulite.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because as you age, everybody's got your body changes. So as you age,
Yes.
you have to reinvent yourself,
Oh,
recharge your
girl.
body, recharge your mind, so that you can become the person that you always wanted to be. And of
Well,
course, you want to be slim and sexy.
Phyllis, put a pin right there. Phyllis, because I want each of you to talk about even now. We heard the earth is in a resetting mode because of what's happening now. And
Right.
each of us should do that. I want to know what you women, you mature women who have already are successful in your own right, how have and are, meaning present continuous, reinventing yourselves during this time of resetting. But 1 second, let me just get to a couple more comments. Debbie Mackey says, listen, this is no shame. Today we are learning. We are absolutely learning. Hello to Denise Mitchell. Hi, Karen Stevenson. Let me see if I can find Raquel Bain. Hello to you. Reva Fields. Hello to you. Let me know where you're watching. I know a lot of you are. Let me know where you're watching from. Others hit me up and said they have other women watching all over. And they have told them to tune into this conversation today because it's extremely important for them to get in on and listen to. And I'm happy. I'm happy that we are all taking note because as you can see, if you haven't gotten what these ladies are about, it's attitude. It's an intentional decision to be happy and filled with joy and that energy. It's also intentional of exercising and presenting yourself and seeing yourself and speaking to yourself and taking care of yourself, that you feel good and you show up good. If you're married, if you happen to be a more mature woman, 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond who is married, you can enjoy sex. You can be sexual. You can be feminine. You can wear the right clothing, the right undergarments, all of it, smell nice. And so, Phyllis, wait a minute. You trying to say if you're 70, you still could get waxing?
Of course, why not? You have to go with the change. As long as you're alive, you are a diva. You have to, it's a mind thing. What do you mean I'm gonna
Yes.
still be?
Hello.
If God allows me to live till I'm 70, I'm gonna be the sexiest 70 woman you ever seen. Let me tell you something. You
That's
make
what
your
I'm
dreams a
saying.
reality. As you age, you adapt to the change. You don't have to stay
Yes.
old fashioned and I'm not gonna do this and do that. You can do anything you put your mind to. What did God say? Anything you put your mind to, you
Anything, all
can
things.
achieve. So
Yes,
you,
all things are
with
possible.
all this pandemic going now, you adapt to the change. You go with the flow. You learn the new things on social media that you never even heard of. You might make your
Yes.
mistakes, but you are learning. You have to make your dreams a reality now. You have to change and adapt to what the world is experiencing. If you have to do virtual work or classes or whatever, that is
Yes,
what you have to do, and you have to find a way to make it work for you. You cannot sit back and wait for somebody to push you. You are in charge of yourself. You are in charge of your success. You're in charge of your attitude, and your attitude determines your altitude. Your attitude
absolutely.
determines how successful you're going to be in this life. So your attitude is what it's all about. Your attitude has to be with gratitude. You have to appreciate everything. Attitude is so important with everything and anything you do. Attitude is gratitude. Remember that. Attitude is altitude. Attitude is success. And that is what it's all about. You have to determine, I want to make a change here. I need to do this. I have
Yes.
to adjust. You cannot just sit still and expect the old way to work. We're never going back to that old way. This is the new
No.
area now. We're learning new things. It ain't no, oh, we can't wait to get back to how we were. We'll never get back there right now. We're
Hmm.
moving forward now. So we got to move forward with the trend and we got to keep alive because people are losing their jobs every day. They're losing their families every day. But
Hmm.
you have to be in control of you. You know to wear your mask. You know to be safe. You know to social distance. You know what you're supposed to do. Don't blame the government for everything every time you turn around. Or the government this, the government that. The government in charge of their life. You in charge of your
You in
life.
charge of your
Get
life.
your life together. You won't go there and party and then you die or you get sick and you won't blame the government because he don't have any beds in the hospital. How the government getting this? How? And then you were working all your life. You didn't save a penny. I don't care. You making 5 cents. You save 1 cent out of that. And when a
Wow.
rainy day comes, you are
Yes.
fine. You cannot expect to live in this life today without a little savings. Your savings isn't going to last forever, but it'll help you through, and you learn to manage everything that you do. So young people today, they have to learn. You make 5 cents, only 5 cents. You save 1 cent. You take 3 cents and you pay your bills. And the other 1 cent you can squander on whatever you want to squander on. But make sure something is in that bank for you to rely on and go back on. Do not expect people to take care of you. Do not expect the government. And we are the government. That means I have to be taking care of you because you're not saving and you're not taking care of yourself and taking care of your family. You want to have 10 children. You cannot take care of them and you expect me to do it.
Lord.
I will help you as far as I can go, but I'm not going any further than I have to go. But you know what? We help everybody along the way, but you have to show me that you're helping yourself, and then I will continue to help you.
Very good. Well, listen,
I'm not being mean. I'm not being mean. I'm trying to be real.
No, you're speaking truth. You're speaking truth. Yeah, you're absolutely speaking truth. Ladies.
And this is all about etiquette. This is all about learning. This is all about taking care of yourself.
It's all about resetting.
Etiquette is everything. Yes. Etiquette is what you are doing and saying when people are looking and listening. It's just not eating and drinking and dressing and sitting down to a table or going out or talking or walking. Etiquette is everything. What you are doing and saying when people are looking and listening. That is what etiquette is. So this is your whole life. And that is what we have to experience. And we have to start learning and listening. We don't listen.
We must. As Bahamians.
Strong and strong.
As Bahamians, we must. No, seriously. And you're right. We want to be, sip your wine. We want to be wrong. We want to be wrong and strong. Yes, sip your wine, thanks. Phyllis, not Patricia, where your champagne. But listen, Patricia, how have you redefined yourself or are redefining yourself in this time? Can Patricia hear me? Ladies, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Well, Shenique, I can tell you something. Every time I go running in the morning, and I'm done, I have to put this in there. Every time I go running and I'm back and I take a shower and I'm done, I feel like I've just created a new body. I feel so good. I feel like I'm so healthy. And then I go to work. I run up my stairs into my office. My staff be like, Miss Claire, how are you getting up these stairs so quickly? I said, girl, I ran 4 miles this morning and I feel like I can go another 4 miles. So I think when you run an exercise, the sex becomes like natural. You become you're ready to have it because your body feels lubricated. You need nothing to lubricate your body. Your body already feels lubricated. So I ain't no relationship now, but I'm just telling you that's the way it makes me feel.
You were saying everything works better when you move in.
Health professionals, I'm staying my distance. My children, I talk to them regularly, but I don't see them regularly. I stay in my space. I keep my mask on. I sanitize. As a matter of fact, I wear a string, so I use that all the time. I'm trying to protect me.
Patricia, if you froze, come back, go out and come right back in quickly, please, because we need to hear your thoughts. You finish your thoughts. Shay, how are you reinventing, redefining yourself?
Listen, the last 5 years for me, Shenique, has been so intentional. I am intentional with how I think. I'm intentional with how I get up every morning. I start my morning with worship, meditation, and exercise. I don't go without it. I feel like that's just the beginning of the download for me. And now, in addition to that, one of the things I do is I take the little things to make a big difference. I value the little things like talking to my children. I value the little things like telling my girlfriend I appreciate her. Just little things in life that we would take for granted. I pay a lot of attention to the little things. And when I say the little things, I mean the little things that we would normally miss, like giving my son a hug in the morning, preparing breakfast, just paying attention to myself. If I'm feeling a certain way, I don't even put myself in an environment. I'll either go for a run or I'll do some grounding or meditation to get myself back in a wonderful space. I am intentionally giving myself a 24-hour period to just mood and to not feel good that day. After 24 hours, it is over. I don't go longer than 24 hours. So that's my 24-hour rule. I'm intentional about the people that I keep in my environment now, Shanique. I'm intentional about what I hear now. And I'm intentional about what it is that I say. And for me, listen, the little things we miss, Shanique. Oh my goodness, the little things. Even when we was talking about earlier, the female body, I found that shaving is another level outside of waxing. So for those of you who have never waxed before, wax, you would see how it actually just heats up the bedroom. Listen to me. The feeling of when you actually feeling when you wax, it's a completely different feeling from when you shave. And I know it's simple, but it makes a huge difference. So just those little things.
Night and day.
Does.
Yes.
Night and day.
Yes, yes. And Phyllis, a final comment. I think Patricia, I'm not sure what's happening. I know the show is over, so I'm going to give you an opportunity for a final comment. Patricia, of course, Claire, she got kicked out but she was in the middle of talking about what resets her day every day, exercising and being intentional and feeling reborn every time she does that. And so, Phyllis, you have a final comment.
You just have to remember that reinventing yourself is not changing yourself. It's rediscovering yourself and getting to know yourself better. And it's making you understand where you want to go in this life. And in the mornings when you get up, the first thing you should do is thank God. Thank God that you're alive. Ask Him to guide you. Ask Him for exactly what you want to accomplish that day, and He will help you. The next thing you should do is make your bed. Once you make your bed, your day will go smoothly. You have to have a clean, fresh bed. You smooth that out. You smooth out all the wrinkles. That means you're cleaning out your inside and you're smoothing everything out because that's the way you want your day to go. So ladies and girls, young girls, you have to pray first. You have to make your bed. You have to take a shower. You have to put on your lotions and moisturize your skin and your whole mind. And then you have to eat right. You have to eat breakfast. Eat a big breakfast. The breakfast helps to open up your mind because you're already finished thanking God. It helps you to be able to accept things that you thought you could not change. And then lunchtime, you eat a light lunch because you want to stay awake to be able to work on that man's job because you want to get that an honest day's work for honest day's pay. You don't want to go there and stump around and expect him to pay you $10 when you were giving him $5 work. And then you have to eat a supper before 7 p.m. Eat before 7 p.m. to make sure your body can, allow to digest everything and you can sleep right. And once you go to your bed that night, make sure you shower because if you don't shower, you have all the dirt you had on you from the day, all the people around you, all the things, the smells that came off of them, all the different foods. And if you don't take a shower at night, you would be waking up in the nighttime, scratching and itching. And you know why? The dirt is waking you up, telling you to go and wake up.
And all the people you are around, all of that, all of the day's energy.
All that is on you, whether you like it or not. You don't
Phyllis, that's the gospel.
Around to perspire. That's a normal body function, perspiring. So you have to do these things. Take care of your teeth. If you don't be true to your teeth, they will be false to you. So take care of your
listen to something, eh? Their teeth is important.
To you, right? Keep God first in everything that you do. Pray about everything. Pray before you eat.
That's important too. That's important. And prayer is a conversation you could have throughout the day. It doesn't have to be something where you kneeling down and doing it. It's a lifestyle. So it happens as you run, as you type, as you make a phone call. You know what I mean? It's a lifestyle. It sets your day.
You talk to your God. You tell Him what you want, and that is what you have to do. Once you keep God first in everything, He will lead you in the right. The man is out there, but take your time. Listen, don't rush into anything. And once you do that marriage preparation course, do not get married unless you do a marriage preparation course. Get to know that man, he gets to know you, and you write down exactly what you expect out of this marriage. And then you will have no disappointments.
I tell you, Patricia, I'm going to give you an opportunity for a final comment. The ladies have already had their... Oh, who went out? Okay, that's Phyllis that went out. Patricia, let me hurry up because we are beyond 5 o'clock now. Patricia, an opportunity for you, ma'am, to have a final comment.
Well, my final comment, Shenique, is I really enjoy the ladies because some things I learned from Shay and from Phyllis today.
Yeah, so did I, yes.
The ladies to make sure love yourself for who you are. Don't change yourself if you get into a relationship for the man. Love yourself, be yourself, and make sure the man that you bring into your life understand that you love yourself, so he'll love you even more. I love myself. I'm not changing for anyone. I was married for 25 years. I enjoy my 25 years of marriage. And now I'm looking for something greater now. So anyone that comes this way, got to come stepping good.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. Listen, I have to invite these ladies again. The ladies are open and frank, and this is what we love here on Sip and Chat. And I thank you so much, ladies, because I hope you all who are watching, younger women, even ladies who may be their age, understand that life is there to live. As long as you live it right and you place God at the center of it, go and make it happen. Be happy, get married, be in love. Enjoy your sex life with your husband. That's what it's for. Have sex. Yes, have it. Eat well and think great thoughts and pray. Important, very, very important. And hey, tune in each Sunday for more Sip and Chat. But I thank you ladies so much. You guys, you ladies were incredible today. You don't look 50s and 60s at all. And your attitude certainly does not say 50s and 60s. And so I appreciate each of you. I know we lost Phyllis there, but we want to say thank you to her as well. Thank you to Patricia Clare. Thank you to Charlene King. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Conversation team. Thank you very much, Christoph Roll. And social media audience, live stream audience, thank you. I hope you all learn something, are inspired to go out there and be great and be incredible women. And of course, let's have a great week, each of us. So see you all right here tomorrow on Hot Topics Monday. And of course, next Sunday, for next Sunday, Sip and Chat, that's going to be real hot. Next Sunday, we're talking about these pastors' wives and these high profile wives who are so miserable, ain't getting their needs met at all. But the man is the star of the show, though. He out there in the pulpit and wherever else he is, but ain't fulfilling his duties at home. Yeah. We go there and talk about that. Listen, have a great, everybody.